ishara kwamba binadamu alitoka mavumbini na mwisho wa yote atarudi mavumbini. Ni alama ya toba, unyenyekevu na kujitolea kwa Mungu. Kanisa Katoliki litaanza rasmi kipindi cha Kwaresima tarehe 18 mwezi huu mwaka 2026, siku ya Jumatano ya Majivu pia. Ungana nasi mbashara katika ibada ya misa takatifu kutoka kanisa kula Holy Family Basilica, jimbo kuu la Nairobi. Misa za asubuhi ni kama ifuatavyo: saa 12 kamili, misa ya Kiswahili itakayoongozwa na Askofu Mkuu Philip Anyolo wa jimbo kuu la Nairobi. Misa saa 1 kamili, Kiingereza itakayoongozwa na Askofu David Kamau, askofu msaidizi wa jimbo kuu la Nairobi. Misa ya saa 2 Kiingereza, misa ya saa 4 Kiingereza, misa ya saa 5 Kiswahili. Misa za mchana saa 7 Kiingereza itakayoongozwa na Askofu Mkuu Bart Van Megen, mwakilishi wa Baba Mtakatifu hapa nchini. Misa ya saa 8 Kiingereza, misa ya saa 9 Kiswahili, misa ya saa 10 Kiingereza, misa ya saa 11 Kiingereza, misa ya saa 12 Kiswahili, misa ya saa 1 Kiingereza, misa ya saa 2 Kiswahili. Usikose kuanza safari ya kiroho ya Kwaresima pamoja nasi kwenye runinga Capuchin. Endelea kutazama runinga Capuchin, kituo nambari 1 cha imani na maadili ya Kikristo.
Hello there, extending warm greetings to you. You are right on time for the Catholic Focus news briefs with me, Asasha Elizabeth, joined in sign language interpretation by Eric Maluki. In this bulletin, we bring you stories on the church's Lenten launch, calls against corruption and child abuse, civic engagement, environmental conservation, mega development projects, and skills for employment, all shaping Kenya today. On to our top story, the Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Kitale, Henry Juma Odonya, today led the launch of the 2026 Lenten campaign. The Mass was held at Our Lady of the Assumption Parish in Makutano, West Pokot, officially kicking off the church's Lenten activities for the year. Arbe Bonaya starts us off.
In his homily, Bishop Henry Juma Odonya argued the faithful to view Lent as time for prayer, reflection and repentance. He emphasized that fasting and prayer are key pillars of the season, helping Christians grow closer to Christ and deepen their spiritual lives.
Hicho siku 40 tunaomba kwa njia ya kipekee kila mmoja wetu achukue nafasi na kujirudi ndani mwake na kuangalia uhusiano wetu na Yesu Kristo ni wa aina gani.
Bishop Juma also encouraged worshippers to use the Lent period to pray for peace in Kenya, pursue personal transformation that benefit others, and act with justice and fairness toward all without discrimination. He called on Kenya to continue praying for the national unity, urged citizens to raise above division based on ethnicity, race, social status, and political affiliation.
zote katika jamhuri yetu ya Kenya, ya kwamba mwaka huu kampeni yetu, tunapofunga, tunaposali, tunaposaidia wenzetu, tuweke nchi yetu mbele na kuiombea.
The bishop further expressed gratitude to the Justice and Peace Department in the Diocese of Kitale for its effort in promoting peace, particularly in border areas. Reporting for Catholic Focus, I'm Arbe Bonaya.
From Kitale, let's now shift the focus to Embu, where Kenyan leaders have been urged to uphold integrity and lead by example, as Embu Catholic Bishop Peter Kimani Ndung'u condemns corruption, hypocrisy and lawlessness. Speaking at the blessing and consecration of St. John the Apostle Church in Kangaru, the bishop called on lawmakers to obey the laws they enact, warned against selective justice and described corruption as a virus threatening the nation. He also challenged leaders to reject personal attacks in politics, urged media to balance coverage, and called on Christians, families and communities to safeguard children, especially boys and girls, against abuse.
They are being harassed sexually all over, being harassed all over. And those can be able to stand firm na wajitetee. Lakini you ask yourself in the community mahali ambapo tupo, watoto wetu wasichana wa shule, wasichana ambao vijana wetu wa shule ambao ni watoto wadogo wachanga innocent, ni wangapi wanakuwa harassed sexually, being molested by their relatives, being molested by their neighbors, by people who are supposed to be taking care of them. There are so many of them. Tunaambiwa ya kwamba lazima macho yetu na roho zetu zitazame mwenzako kama kiumbe na mfano wa Mungu. Na Mungu sio cha usinzi, sio za kujifurahisha nacho. Ni mfano ambao unastahili kupewa heshima. Ndoa yako unaambiwa uweze kuiheshimu. Kumbuka mahali ambapo uliposema ya kwamba mimi sijasukumwa kufanya lolote, mimi nitamheshimu mke wangu wakati wa raha, wakati wa shida, wakati wa ugonjwa na afya, nitakupenda na kukuheshimu siku zote za maisha yangu. Kana tujielewe. Lakini inafika mahali unaanza kuangalia the grass is always greener in the tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Unaanza kuona nyasi ni njema katika nyumba ya jirani. Kristo anatuambia siku ya leo, yule ambaye anamwangalia mwenzake kwa macho ya kusinzi aache siku ya leo. Ili uweze kuwa kweli ni nuru, uweze kuwa kweli, so that people can feel safe within the community. Our girls, our boys can feel safe. Our youth can feel safe when they are in the hands of all people. Alafu Kristo anatuambia tena imenenwa, mtu anayemwacha mke wake na ampe hati ya nini? Ya talaka. But this law was given by the Jews. Na kile anawaambia ya kwamba kila aliyemwacha mke wake isipokuwa kwa sababu ya ndoa ya uharamu anamtia katika hali ya uzinzi. Kadhalika mtu akimwoa mwanamke aliyeachwa anazini. What Christ was protecting was the permanence and the sanctity of the sacrament of marriage. Kwamba you have to bear, you have to make a commitment. Usitengane na mke wako. Kile Mungu alichokiunganisha, hakuna mwanadamu anayestahili kufanya nini? Kukitenganisha. Tutikaye wote ikiwa ni kile 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 anitidanitie. Haunao kwa makiria. Kristo ikagabao kwa sio moja makio na kali. Mao tigadani.
From protecting children against abuse and, of course, safeguarding families against immorality, we move to civic responsibility. The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, has raised concern over the low number of Kenyans turning up to register as voters. The Commission now says the ongoing mass voter registration exercise is yet to attract expected numbers, especially among young people. This comes to light during a civic forum on elections and community security held in Murang'a County.
With the next general election on the horizon, the IEBC is intensifying preparation, but a worrying trend is emerging: low voter registration turnout.
The turnout is really low across the 7 constituencies, and what we are asking, especially the new people who have not enrolled, that means mostly is the majority who are 18 years and above, to visit our offices so that they can register as voters.
Speaking during a forum that brought together aspirants, security agencies and members of the public, Murang'a County IEBC manager Saumu Chirchir revealed that the commission has put in place to elaborate strategies to ensure election preparedness, even as it pushes for increased voter registration.
We shared about security issues, and also we talked about the CVR that is ongoing and the plans that we have so that we can enroll more voters.
Chirchir noted that distance to registration centers remain a key challenge, with many potential voters unable to access the stations.
What we've noted is there is voter apathy, and especially for the young people. And one of the discussions and what we tapped from the young people who were in this meeting was that the distance from where they are to where the offices are. And what we have assured them is that the Commission will be rolling out the ECVR Phase 1, and we will be going to the ward-based registration, and that means we will reach them. So they should be patient, those who are far away, but those who are able to come in and register, we are encouraging them to come and register.
Stakeholders at the forum echoed the call. Regina Wambui from the Justice Advocacy and Empowerment Center challenged young people to seize the opportunity to register, saying it is the only way they can influence leadership decisions.
There's a minimum number of youths who have managed to register as voters, and that means that even if we go into voting today, what it would mean for them is that we would still vote for the leaders that we think are good for us, and probably they're not good for them. So we feel we need to have more youths register as voters.
Those who have IDs should come in and register. We understand that there are so many IDs at the registrar of persons that have not been collected. We encourage our young people to go and pick their IDs and come and register with us. We collaborate with the Office of the Registrar of Persons to ensure that those who have just received the IDs, our officers go to the offices or even ask them to come to our offices and register.
We were also looking into issues of security, what is actually happening and how prepared the security agencies are in terms of looking forward to 2027 general election. We feel we are somewhere in terms of security, but there's still a little bit of things that need to be aligned so that the general election becomes credible and the voters may feel comfortable and that there is security.
Youth leader Mike Steve cautioned young people against being manipulated by politicians to engage in violence during the political season. Instead, he encouraged them to actively participate in leadership, including vying for elective position as a way of contributing to national development.
To my young people, namuuliza tusiitikie kutumiwa. We are not cloud fillers. We are not campaign tools. Sisi we are decision makers. Sisi we are vision bearers. Na wakati ni huu. Muda sio mwingine, muda ni huu. Tuitikie kutokelezea, tuambie wenzetu wachukue kura. Sisi wenyewe tuchukue kura ili tuweze kuchagua viongozi ambao wanaweza endelesha nchi yetu kwa njia inafaa. Pia nizungumzie vijana wenzangu wenye wanatumika na wanasiasa kuleta vurugu ama kuleta vurugu ama kuleta chaos kwa makanisa ama kwa maybe the campaign rallies ambazo zinaendelea. Niambie sisi kama wanarika, nguvu zetu zisitumike kufanya maovu. Nguvu zetu zisitumike kuleta vurugu. Naweza muuliza, sisi kazi yetu tunaelewa kazi yetu ni moja. Kazi yetu ni kuchukua kura. Kazi yetu ni kutafuta uongozi mpya, uongozi ambao unafaa mwananchi.
As registration exercise continues, the message from Murang'a is clear. Democracy works best when citizens shows up and register. Reporting for Catholic Focus, I'm Gifted Rapalo.
Clearly, there's a lot that needs to be done to get Kenyans and especially young people to register as voters. A renewed push to restore degraded sections of the Kakamega tropical rainforest is now underway following a strategic partnership bringing together the French Embassy, the Wangari Maathai Foundation, the Kakamega County government, the Kenya Forest Service, and local communities. The partners have launched a youth-led conservation drive aimed at safeguarding Kenya's only tropical rainforest. Here is the report by Philomena Munyoki.
For decades, Kakamega Forest has faced mounting human pressure and unsustainable activities, leaving parts of the ecosystem degraded and vulnerable. Now, a multi-agency team has rolled out the I Plant Trees initiative under the Youth Hub program, placing young people at the center of restoration efforts.
Multiple partners who are here in Kakamega today to launch 3 exciting initiatives. We're here to launch the Youth Hub, a space, as you've heard, that is given to us by Kenya Forest Service. Such generous support and partnership, acknowledging the leadership role that young people are taking right here in Kakamega to build a better future through the protection of this forest behind me. But that's not all. We are also here to launch the Eco Guide program. This is a training program for 30 brilliant young men and women from Kakamega who will be able to give animated tours of Kakamega Forest. If anybody comes to Kakamega Forest, don't forget to ask for these amazing tour guides.
The initiative targets school-going children as ambassadors of conservation while raising awareness against exploitation of the forest. The program will prioritize planting indigenous trees to rehabilitate degraded sections and protect biodiversity.
But more exciting than that is the youngest partners in this are the community, the schools that we've partnered with 17 schools right here in Kakamega to work with them to create tree nurseries, Wangari's Corner in each of those nurseries, where we will have seedlings that they will grow, they will nurture and plant in their schools, but also plant in Kakamega Forest. This is an all of community, all of society.
Plans are also in place to install an electric fence to curb encroachment, alongside establishing tree nurseries in about 17 schools across Kakamega County.
We also work closely with KFRI and also KWS. So we'll be able to quantify what is getting out of the forest and what is getting inside of the forest. Because this resource, we ensure that we promote non-extractive use. These are indigenous forests. We don't have exploitation in terms of clear felling of indigenous. That's prohibited. And also, giving a youth hub is going to be a training ground to have extension services into the farms, because the CFA, the pupils, the teachers, and the entire community will be training them to have a similar eco-environment. And despite the fact that it's going to be small, but it will be able to be scaled up.
Through the Youth Hub, Youth Green volunteers will be trained and mobilized, equipping them with skills to nurture seedlings and champion environmental protections within their communities.
At KFS, we want to thank the KFS team that they have decided to give the Wangari Maathai Foundation and the support of the French Embassy to host the Youth Hub in the KFS compound. And the importance of this Youth Hub is quite diverse. First of all, the young people of Kakamega County are going to learn the importance of the forest and also get knowledge to teach members of the community. There's been an issue about deforestation. The Youth Hub now plays a critical role in ensuring that members of the community understand why we need to conserve the forest, why we need to plant trees, why we need to also come up with scientific other species of trees to be planted in the community.
Stakeholders say empowering the younger generation is key to accelerating restoration efforts and securing the future of Kenya's only tropical rainforest for generations to come. Reporting for Catholic Focus, Capuchin TV, I am Philomena Munyoki.
From green spaces to grand infrastructure, the national government, in partnership with the county government of Kiambu, has officially launched the construction of an ultra-modern 10,000-seater stadium worth 850 million Kenyan shillings in Thika. The groundbreaking ceremony was presided over by Defense Cabinet Secretary Soipan Tua and Sports Cabinet Secretary Salim Mvurya. The leaders present pledged development and unity. Here is our reporter Susan Bulemi with the details.
The government has unveiled plans for a state-of-the-art 850 million Kenyan shilling stadium in Thika, marking a significant investment in sports infrastructure and local economic growth. The launch ceremony was attended by Defense Cabinet Secretary Soipan Tuya, Sports Cabinet Secretary Salim Mvurya, Thika Member of Parliament Alice Ng'ang'a, and Kiambu Deputy Governor Rosemary Kirika. Speaking during the ceremony, Defense CS Soipan Tuya described the project as transformative, saying the modern facility will change the face of Thika by boosting sports development, creating job opportunities, and stimulating local businesses.
Na mumesikia kwamba stadium is a 10,000 capacity stadium. Ndio inatengezwa hapa Kiambu kwa gharama ya national government ya 850 million Kenya shillings. Tumetengeza plans ambazo zita incorporate all the other developments ambazo ziko kwa stadium. Kwa hivyo ni kuomba wananchi wa Kiambu tuweze kutembea pamoja.
Sports CS Salim Mvurya noted that the Thika project forms part of a broader national program to construct and upgrade sports facilities across the country. He said the initiative is aimed at nurturing grassroots talent and positioning Kenya as a regional sports powerhouse.
Hii Thika na Kiambu, wakati Kenya inaendelea kwa michezo, hapa Kiambu isiachwe nyuma, iwe katikati kwa maendeleo ya Kenya. Wakati tunakamilisha ile stadium pale ya Talanta ya mashabiki 60,000, hapa napo ni lazima kuwe na kiwanja ya kisasa ambayo mnaweza kufanya michezo yenu, hata ile ambayo tutafanya mwaka ujao ya AFCON, timu zingine ziweze kuchezea hapa.
Thika MP Alice Ng'ang'a reaffirmed her commitment to protecting small-scale traders, emphasizing that development must go hand in hand with safeguarding the livelihoods of ordinary wananchi.
Mwambie uwanja wa Thika Stadium unajengwa, na mimi Mama Simba nitarinda wanabiashara wote. Tumeishi nao miaka mingi sana, sio wakati huu nitakuja kuwadhurumu. Mimi wana stores wote, wanabiashara wote wa Thika, mimi nitawarinda kwa juhudi.
Kiambu Deputy Governor Rosemary Kirika said collaboration between the national and county governments will ensure the project delivers both economic and social benefits to residents.
Ya kwanza, what is happening today is a very good sign of good collaboration between the national government and county governments, as by the provision of our constitution, Article number 189, which provides for good cooperation and respect between national government and county government.
Once completed, the 10,000-seater stadium is expected to elevate Thika's sporting profile, providing modern facilities for athletics, football, and other disciplines while injecting fresh momentum into the town's economy. Reporting for the Catholic Focus Capuchin TV, I'm Susan Bulemi.
Kenya is being urged to fully embrace competency-based education and training in technical institutions to equip learners with practical, job-ready skills. The principal of Shambere Technical Training Institute, Elisha Nyamu, says while primary and secondary schools implement the competency-based curriculum, technical colleges are adopting CBET to prepare students for hands-on training and global labor demands. Nyamu noted that by 2030, the world will need 86 million skilled workers, and Kenya's youthful population is a key asset in meeting this demand. He further stated that short modular courses in technical colleges allow learners to gain employable skills in just 3 months, helping to reduce unemployment and boost economic growth. He also highlighted the government's donation of 100 computers to the Jitume Hub, urging nearby schools to utilize the facility to enhance ICT learning.
Serikali ya Kenya ilipatia Shambere National Polytechnics 100 computers. They are in a lab called Jitume Lab. Those computers do not belong to the Shambere National Polytechnic. We are only hosting them. They are supposed to serve all secondary schools, serve any member of the community that has any computer work to do, serve any youth that can do a digital job. Mheshimiwa, those computers are very idle. They are there. So principals, wacha kulialia ati hakuna computer. Write to me, tell me on Wednesday, I'm bringing 100 students to learn computer. I'll give you the lab. You will use it, plus the teacher. We dispose all computers. Najua sisi computer ikimaliza 3 years, we dispose. And we have been returning computers to the ICT Authority of Kenya. Unaziweka kwa pickup zote narudisha Nairobi. Can you put your requests? Okay? That nisaidie na mbili. I'll be donating them to you. I have some old furniture. Niko na vitanda vya mbao, niko na lockers za mbao. I've kept them somewhere. You can come over. I'll do a disposal process and give you. Politics away from development. What we want is to make sure our community is empowered. The greatest tool that you can use to transform society is education. If you go wrong with education, then Mheshimiwa, the whole society will be destroyed. Otherwise, I want.
Let's now shift focus onto health matters, where health workers from Nairobi County staged a protest today outside the governor's office, complaining about delays in implementing the collective bargaining agreement, CBA, approved over 2 years ago. The workers are now demanding promotions, the recruitment of their colleagues, and resolution of other pending employment issues.
So my name is Boaz Onchari. I'm the branch secretary for the Kenya National Union of Nurses and also the chair of the Healthcare Caucus here in Nairobi. Today we are on our 31st day of strike, a strike that we issued on the 8th of January 2026 and started officially on the 16th of January 2026. The reason as to why we are out is based on the agreements that we made with our employer for the last 2 years that have not been implemented. The issues of career progression, implementations of promotions and stagnations for our officers, confirmation to permanent and pensionable, payment of gratuity, and a comprehensive medical cover are among the issues that we are demanding that our employer must implement for us to return to work. He is on record saying that his paid salary is on time. That is his obligation. It should not be seen as a favor, and we say that where he has done well, we always congratulate him. But where there are wrongs, then he must address them. So, as of today, we have met with his representatives, but nothing that we have agreed on. We are calling upon His Excellency the Governor to come because he is the only person.
And threats to our members. That is uncalled of, and that is an unfair labor practices. So we are calling upon the employer to return to the negotiation table so that we can iron out and solve these issues amicably.
So as of now, he's the one to unlock the timelines. The longer he stays, the longer we stay put until the demands that we have put before him are addressed.
That's all we heard today on our Catholic Focus News Brief desks. More, of course, and detailed stories will be available on in our subsequent bulletins at 7 p.m. And on behalf of the sign language interpreter Ken Mwangi and myself, Sasha Elizabeth, and of course everyone who made this successful, we say thank you for watching, reminding you to stay informed, stay engaged, and may God bless you and your communities.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel. You are watching Capuchin TV. For any complaints, comments, or compliments on our programming, you can either write to us on info@capuchintv.co.ke or you can call us directly on 0717 424 866. Your complaint shall be addressed within 7 days. Remember to keep a copy of your communication with us. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity.
The Catholic Church speaks.
Number 3, governance and the common good. Persistent governance challenges continue to afflict our nation. These include entrenched corruption and the misuse of public resources, weak accountability mechanisms, the selective application of the rule of law, poor delivery of essential services, and rising public debt that unjustly burdens current and future generations. We call upon all public servants, elected and appointed, to recommit to ethical leadership. Public office is a sacred trust, not an avenue for self-enrichment. We urge the government to strengthen transparency, ensure robust accountability, and foster meaningful citizen participation at all levels. Taxes must be utilized for the common good, ensuring essential services reach all Kenyans. This requires stringent anti-corruption measures to prevent the embezzlement of public funds, alongside deliberate, responsible strategies to manage and reduce the national debt. The well-being of citizens must be the main priority in all economic policies, fostering equity, fairness, and long-term sustainability.
The Catholic Church speaks.
Welcome to St. Teresia Senior Girls High School.